do it.
Recording. I missed you.
Can you see the cocaine on my nose?
No, you're good. You're good.
Wait, did you start it?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Let me just move the credit card in the mirror off to the side.
I mean, honestly, depending on where we're going, you might be all right.
I feel so fucking alive right now.
I'm drinking juice and vodka, so
I can't feel my gums.
we're pretty much the safest fucking pilots in the world. I'm telling you.
All right, let's get. Ooh, there we go.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. God damn, cocaine and whiskey. Teddy knows how to
Is there any way? Is there any way to chase your cocaine other than whiskey? Ooh, let's for the. Ooh. Glug 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 glug.
That's a good pour. Not as impressive as your previous pours, but it's still a good pour.
It's a healthy pour. That's what it is.
Are you drinking that straight tonight? Or are you putting anything in it? Wow. Look at you. Look at you.
Well, before this started, I already had an espresso martini and a Guinness. So,
yo, before we really get started, my wife buys those fucking Stanley cups.
Bro, the big cups. I have them here. I have Stanleys.
I have this one, and
yep.
I take it with me to work every fucking day now, and my water stays cold all day long.
I bring them to work all the time. So what I do is I have different sizes. She has like 30 different sizes of cups. This, look, here, this is a little Yeti.
I like it.
And
see, I think Yeti is way, way overpriced, though. That's my only problem with Yeti.
Well, I just work here, man. If she buys it, I go, cool. You know? So got this, right? This is what I pour my whiskey in because then it won't melt. The ice won't melt as quick. So, but what I do is I have...
blow your nose because that's obnoxious as fuck.
It's my allergies. It's this time of year, man.
It's like cocaine.
Yeah. It's this time of year.
You don't want no part of this.
You don't want no part of this shit. It's the cheapest drug there is.
I think I want some of that.
Well,
you know, real quick before we get started. Speaking of drugs,
yeah,
I want to touch on a hot topic right off the bat.
Speak of them.
Why the fuck is recreational marijuana not legalized nationwide right now?
Because old people suck.
I don't understand it. Honestly, I was driving, and I was driving for work this week. I had some jobs up in Wisconsin.
Did you get some cheese?
No, I did not. Didn't have time. But I was driving back on 94 south into Illinois, and there was a big old billboard right as you cross the border into Illinois that said the grass is always greener on the other side. And it was an ad for a dispensary because it's legal in Illinois and not in Wisconsin. And I'm like, that's fucking brilliant. Yep. Honestly. But it makes you think, like, why is it not legal? You know?
Because you want the easy, quick, truthful answer. Suck. I mean but the easy, quick, truthful answer is big pharma.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So once you start treating things with like natural, holistic stuff, and this isn't me being a granola crunchy person, because not all these holistic things works. Like putting tea bags in your eardrums isn't going to cure cancer. You know what I'm saying? But marijuana has been proven time and time again to help with a variety of different ailments. So once you start treating something with something that's natural and cost efficient and makes you just a happier person, who's going to lose out on billions of dollars each year? Big pharma. So why don't they pass those laws? Because who's lobbying these people?
Yeah, who pays for the people in Congress, right? The thing is, the benefits of marijuana are truly endless, honestly.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Anyways, I was singing that when I was driving back into Illinois for work, and I'm like, that's fucking brilliant, first of all. And I think the dispensary name was Rise Dispensary or something like that, which I personally have never heard of. I know there's quite a few in my area.
Yeah.
But I've never heard of Rise. I think it's a new one coming, but hats off to them. That's brilliant, honestly.
I'm like an old man with a handkerchief.
Okay. I like it.
I'll try. I take 24-hour allergy pills every day. But like up here, so near where I live, Scranton is like, so where the Office takes place, the show The Office, is like 40 minutes away. My brother works for Scranton University. So it is Scranton, Pennsylvania has the highest pollen count in the entire United States.
That's wild.
So, and we also, where I live, Monroe County has the highest concentration of ticks in the entire United States.
I hate ticks, bro.
Yeah, I got bit when I was a kid. So once you get Lyme disease, you have it forever.
I stole a sunflower for Mrs. Mav a couple months ago, and it was this giant ass sunflower field. And I went in there to get the sunflower, and on my way home, I realized there was a tick on my arm, and I almost crashed. It freaked me out.
Yeah. My brother got bit by one, and it activated Bell's palsy, so he lost motion in half of his face for
holy shit
9 months, bro. Yeah, we used to call him Droopy, like the dog, the old cartoon dog.
Whoa, dude, that's fucking wild.
It was bad, but it was funny.
Well, Teddy, what is new with you? You just got back from a very big vacation.
Hello. I took my private jet, and me and the missus, we flew to Ireland, and we had our honeymoon 5 years late, and we were there for 12 days, and it was awesome. But around day like 7, 8, we were like, all right, we should have gotten home by now. It was just a lot, and we missed our kid. We've never been away from our kid that long.
I bet she missed you guys too.
Oh yeah, a lot.
The pictures were phenomenal. Teddy, you should put some of the pictures in the editing for this part.
I'll insert pictures here. Enjoy my pictures of Ireland.
No, yeah, congratulations on the late honeymoon. My wife and I still haven't done a honeymoon yet either, but it looked beautiful. Yep. I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Thank you.
I was very jealous on many occasions seeing that beautiful sight that you guys got to see every day.
Oh yeah, I sent you some pictures throughout. And yeah, we're going on 10 years together, 5 years married. So she's never been out of the country.
I feel so bad for her.
I know. She chose this life.
That's true. That is factual. It is Kate's fault. Teddy, do you know if we have a Friday the 13th this October? I believe we do.
Sure. Why not? Could be.
I'm going to give you a fun fact about Friday the 13th.
Oh, God. Yeah, we do. Next week is Friday the 13th.
Yeah, so here you guys go. Ready? Friday the 13th was originally associated with Freya, goddess of love and fertility. It was basically a day to fuck, and the church didn't like that, so they made Friday the 13th associated with the devil and bad luck. You're fine. You're more likely. You're more likely to bang than to die today on Friday the 13th. So yeah. There's that. Did you know that?
I didn't. But I mean, generally, like, anything that is like a holiday for like Christianity is like most of the time associated with like a pagan holiday, but they just rebranded it. So like Christmas, I think, is the winter solstice, and I think possibly Easter is something in the summer is the summer solstice too. And yeah, Christianity has just rebranded a bunch of holidays because it was a way for them to. Ooh, I'm out of focus. Get back in. It was a way for them to like get like different religions of like people they were conquering when they were like, all right, be Christian or die, and they're like, all right, we'll die. Like, okay, well, hear me out. You know that cool holiday you have? We'll take that and we'll just put a name on it, and then you guys can still celebrate it. And people are like, all right, that's fair.
What the fuck?
I just work here.
Okay, what do you have for us?
I have a lot during like the Roman Empire. Speaking of which, how often do you think of the Roman Empire?
Okay, dude, seriously, I've seen this so many fucking times. I want to be 100% honest with you. Never.
Okay. That's fair, because that's most people's honest reaction. Like, for me, though, I think about it often. That's only because I constantly think about, like, history facts and stuff, and I'm constantly listening to, like, history podcasts.
Right. So if you're a history buff, it's going to be something you think about, because the Roman Empire was what? Like, top 3 strongest empires in the fucking world in history?
Yeah. So I was just listening to Dan Carlin's Hardcore History podcast about the Celtic Holocaust, and that like had to do with like how Rome was like a city-state, and like the Gaelics used to like invade and destroy shit, and then when Caesar came to power, they actually like turned into like more of like an army, and then they started taking over and implementing themselves in different areas. But so like shit like that, you know. And then speaking of that, I got shit in here, which I'll talk to you about now.
I love it.
Ah,
hit me with the tism.
No, not the tism. These are some of the stories.
Oh, gotcha.
Some of the stories that I have.
So it's the tism.
Maybe. The tism's what intrigued me. So, where is it? No. So, did you hear that in the Dead Sea, a cave in the Dead Sea, there were archaeologists like searching around, and they found a cave, and they pulled out like 4 fully intact, like in as best condition as possible, Roman cavalry swords.
Really?
Just like tucked away in a cave. And I will insert that article here and show you guys pictures.
What were they doing in a cave?
Exactly.
They
don't know.
Wild.
They're trying to like piece together stuff, whether or not they were like rebels or like what was happening like during that time.
Outlaws even per se. That's crazy.
So it's just a really cool find. Actually, a lot of my stuff today has to do with the Roman Empire.
Are you fucking serious?
No, not a lot of it. So, what's one of the oldest paid professions?
I don't know.
Has to do with a little P in the V.
What?
little penis in the vagina.
A doctor?
No, prostitution.
That makes sense.
Prostitution's one of the...
They love getting that tang back then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, prostitution is one of the oldest professions, paid professions in the world. So, back in, like, the Roman Empire...
I'm sorry. Hold on. I can't believe I said fucking doctor. Like, that's the way opposite end.
You've been watching a lot of porn. Doctor.
Johnny Sins.
Johnny Sins. I was telling Kate, bro. Kate didn't know who Johnny Sins was. I had to go into a whole thing.
You know, I bet my wife wouldn't know either, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I show her like a bunch of pictures.
Hold on,
I was like, look how many professions.
I'm going to call her real quick. On the podcast. Here we go. I hope she's not busy with the girls right now. If she knows, I'm going to get pissed. Can you hear this ringing?
Don't be pissed. Ladies can watch porn too.
Hey, babe.
What's up?
Am I on speaker?
Yeah.
Put it closer to the mic.
Take me off speaker.
What's up?
Can you hold on? First off, can you hear her, Teddy?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're doing the recording for the episode right now, but I have a question for you. It's very important. Do you know who Johnny Sins is?
Who?
Johnny Sins.
No.
That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
All right. So I'm safe. That's cool.
One of the oldest paid professions in the world is prostitution. Brothels were everywhere. Now, during the Roman Empire, they used to have, and I will put a picture here in a second. They would chisel out. This shows how far we've come as a people. Like,
wait, are you talking about porn?
No, this shows how far we've come as a people.
Can you fucking imagine? Hold on, like chiseled out fucking porno scenes,
bro. Almost. So It shows, but this is the thing. It shows mentally how far we've come as people. Not that far, right?
Not that
to
far.
Find,
Okay.
To find the brothel. So you know how like Roman like cobblestone like streets still exist and are still in use?
Yes.
Okay. So in these cobblestone streets, they would chisel out dicks, right? And the hard penis would point to where the brothel was.
That's fucking brilliant.
It's genius, but it shows you how far we've come. Not far.
Not far.
Picture here. Enjoy. There you go. So, yeah, I got a lot of penis facts today.
That I'm kind of concerned where your head's at, but that's all right. Hey, do me a favor.
It's in my pants.
Lean to the other side a little bit. There you go. No.
Lean
right
with it, rock with
yeah, there
it.
you go.
Lean
Right?
with it, rock with it.
Okay, right there, you're centered.
You know me. When I get involved,
I know you lean. And
I know, I do.
You fucking throw your body around. I get it, dude. I get it. I love
I'm
it.
Italian.
I love
I'm
you for it.
Italian.
I love you
I'm
for it.
Italian.
Let me just say that little story reminded me of a fun fact. Are you ready about that? You ready for this, Teddy? You're ready.
The average male penis is
No.
how long?
Bee stings? No. Did you know that if you really think about it, bukkake is technically a baby shower?
Jesus. Oh. So I got a story about bukkake.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's not that bad. It's funny, but it's not that bad. It's more funny because it happened to me, like at a family event. So it's
Time out.
Christmas.
Just texted me.
Yeah.
Why would you think I would know a guy who is a porn star?
You go just type back exactly. That's all you need to do.
Okay, wonderful.
So
Anyways, bukkake story.
it's Christmas, like probably 10 years ago, right? 8-10 years ago, something like that. And the whole family gets together for Christmas. All of our immediate family up here, and it's like
This is a personal family story.
yes. So it's like 25 to 30 people,
That's a bit concerning, Teddy, but go ahead.
right? And I bet you like where this is going. 25, 30 people at this family event, and it's about bukkake. Who's in the middle of the circle? This guy. No. So we're playing Cards Against Humanity
I love that game.
because why not? And my parents decided to join. So I can't remember what the category was, but one of the answers was pixelated bukkake. To which, yeah. So to which my dad goes, "What the fuck is that?" And my mom's like, "I don't know. Google it." I was like, "Do not fucking Google that." I was like, "For the love of fucking God,
Let him Google
do
it.
not Google that." Not at Christmas. You can go home and Google it, but yeah, because we were playing with like there was like younger kids around and shit, and I was just like, no. Anyway, that's my bukkake story.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great.
So we're still on the sexual stuff,
Yes.
right? So we're gonna talk about safe sex.
Okay.
Safe sex is great sex because you don't want to get that I'm late text for not using a latex.
When did you become a rapper?
That's Lil Wayne.
Dropping bars.
That's Lil Wayne, not me. But he was like so out of it for so long.
Dude, it's a
someone
good
read him
thing
that.
it's a good thing you just gave him credit because you were about to go get famous from that.
Bro, there was an interview with him where the interviewer, because Lil Wayne's been so like out of his mind from like being on lean and drugs and shit, that like he read him the sit and Lil Wayne's like, damn. And he's like, yeah, you wrote that. He goes, I did? He's like, when did I say that?
Safe sex is great sex. Better wear latex. Because you don't want that latex that I think I'm latex. Wow!
I'm gonna
You
go.
said
Let's
that!
go.
You said
I'm gonna go.
that!
I don't know when I said it or why I said it or what I said.
Wayne.
I said it though.
Yeah, anyway.
Speaking of safe sex,
So,
do you think hold on, no, this is important.
oh god.
Do you think guys in general, okay, this doesn't really apply to females because well
Ladies.
you'll understand in a second. Sorry, ladies.
Ladies.
Do you think guys have feet fetish because so often they would finish in a sock?
No.
No?
I'm gonna explain to you foot fetish.
Oh no. I never understood it.
Most of the time, when it comes to things like foot fetish, it's because the pleasure center of the brain is located next to the smell, like the scent center of the brain. So like things like that have strong smells can sometimes be crossed in those streams of like pleasure centers. So a lot of the times that's what does it.
Yeah, but feet are often correlated with bad smells.
Yes, I know. I'm saying like, but smells strong, any kind of strong smell that like ignites that center of your brain sometimes can get crossed.
I don't like it.
I just work here, man.
I don't
Okay. You asked.
I don't like it.
So-
I'm just being honest with you.
Talking about safe sex. Kate, I love you. What's wrong? No, they're in a regatta container or
You
something.
better
in
not
there.
have eaten the fucking mashed potatoes, bro.
That's my mom's mashed potatoes. Does your mom like send you home with food?
No.
Okay, well we're ultra Italian, right?
Yeah.
And my mom.
It's
Well, my mom cooks. She doesn't know how to cook for like 2 people.
legit.
So I made a huge batch of beef and Guinness stew, and I made homemade soda bread, and I'll send you pictures. And I just asked her, I was like, make mashed potatoes. So
By
she
the
sent
way,
them home.
I feel like I should clarify this. My mother would send me home with food, but most of our family gatherings are at mine or my siblings' houses.
Gotcha. Most of
So-
ours are at my parents.
Yeah.
So
I just wanted to clarify that, folks. Mama Mav would totally send me home with food.
if it was at her house,
I don't want the smoke, okay?
Don't
I
get
don't
that
want. I
smoke.
don't want her because she watches this shit, and she's
I know
gonna
she
be,
does.
and she's gonna be like, "Look, why the fuck did you throw shade at me?"
Look,
on
we
your
all
podcast?"
love Mama Mav.
I'm just
She's MVP.
yes,
She's one of the biggest supporters.
covering my tracks here, okay? Cover my
So-
bases.
Like any good Italian, and or most of the time it's like Jewish mother. What gets sent home is like when my mom uses a whole thing of regatta, then she just keeps the regatta canister, like the Tupperware. She calls it Tupperware. It's just an empty plastic thing from the grocery store, whatever it may be. And she's Tupper? Did you say Tupper? I thought I heard that wrong. It's Tupper, babe. Always has been, always will be.
This is legit the same Tupperware I give my 5-year-old daughter for school every day.
What are you saying? Say it again.
Tupperware?
Say it again. Slow.
Tupperware?
Slow. Very slow. Say the first syllable.
Tub.
Wrong.
What do you mean wrong?
I thought I caught that. You're throwing
Tupperware.
you're throwing bees at me. It's
What is
peas.
it?
Peas, babe.
What are you talking about?
Tupperware. Tupper.
It's Tupper?
It's Tupper, babe. It always has been. Always will be. Yeah.
Did you know that? Pimp, that it was Tupper? I thought it was Tupperware because
No.
it kind of looks like a tub.
You know, that makes total sense.
So you're saying my whole life, I have a clinical doctorate degree in physical therapy.
Yeah.
I've been walking up to people
Yeah.
and saying, do you have Tupperware?
Tupperware.
Or can I take that home in some Tupperware?
Yeah, Tupper. Yeah.
You just
Anyway.
fucking do that.
Oh, my wife's doing it to me.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse. She caught it before I did, or
Well, she's just staring at me because she's so infatuated and in love with me that she's really paying attention.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, folks. Kate's really gonna sit in on the next podcast, and she's gonna take my spot because clearly, her and Teddy have way better chemistry.
Honestly, man, if we did like, I am the funniest person Kate knows. Okay, by a long shot.
That you know of.
No.
What? You know what? You would fucking shit bricks if you found out that your wife knew somebody, and she's like, you gotta look at what he's saying. It's funny as hell.
Sweetheart, 100% honesty right now. Who is the funniest person you know? Yeah, don't. I see you smiling already, and I know you're gonna say some slick shit. Be honest
Tell her
here.
to say my name. That'd be fucking funny as hell.
Me? Love you. You're my best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Because how many friends do you have?
Me or her? Well, you're talking to her still.
No, how many friends do you have? How many times do you go hang out with people besides somebody that's in my family? Exactly. I know my cousin's your best friend, but
Yeah,
I'm
there
still
is
funnier
nothing
than
wrong
her.
with introverted people. Okay.
There's nothing wrong. I'm not saying.
She just
My
likes her
point
circle
being,
small.
my point being, she doesn't know anybody that's funnier than me, because she doesn't know anybody.
That's sad,
She knows
bro.
my people, and my people think I'm funny.
You tell Kate right now that I said I love her. Tell her.
Maverick says he loves you. Oh,
Tell her that I'll be her friend.
she went. Oh.
Tell her
She's
that
just-
I'll be her friend. God damn it.
He says he'll be your friend. Okay, Kate's just cute. She's in her little moo right now, heating up some stew and some mashed
Wait.
potatoes.
She wears muumuus too?
Hell yeah, brother. We're
wife-
about comfort in this house.
My wife wears muumuus. I think it's the fucking best shit ever, dude.
Yeah, bro. We're about comfort here. Most of the time, I walk around in my boxers.
Easy access, comfortable. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that shit at all. If you guys don't know what a muumuu
Yeah.
is,
It's a
fucking
nightgown.
check it out. Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
It's a very comfy nightgown.
It's like a closed robe, honestly. You just kind of throw it over. I like to say that they're Jedi robes, you know?
Kinda. I mean, this is more of a Jedi robe.
Facts. We are Jedis. Nasal spray?
Yeah. It's not nasal spray. It's like it's got like menthol.
Teddy, we're getting off track here. Safe sex.
Is great sex because you don't want to get that latex because you didn't wear a latex. Anyway. So, safe sex.
I fucking love it.
I got the article over here. So, all right. Okay, so archaeologists have found a condom from 1640 CE. Okay,
That's fucking gross. Is it used?
made from. Let me get there. Made from pig intestines. Okay. A lot of times there are condoms that are still made from sheepskin for people that have latex allergies.
I knew that. I did know that.
So, this is like one of the first made condoms.
Pig intestines.
Yes.
So is that like the casing of a hot dog?
Yes. I mean, originally, like sausages and hot dogs,
Nice.
also known as, what is it? It might be called chitlins, I think they're called. I digress. Found during archaeological excavation in the city of Lund, Sweden, is considered to be the oldest specimen of a condom in the world. It came with a user manual and instructions, and to disinfect it, you would dip it in unboiled milk before use to avoid diseases when sleeping with prostitutes.
That doesn't sound
It's
healthy
also-
at all.
Hey, look, it's also reusable. You can wash it and place it back in a bowl of unboiled milk for 6 to 8 hours, then use it again.
Ugh.
So, and yeah, pig intestine condoms. Hey, safe sex is great sex
With pig intestine condoms.
because you don't want to get that latex because you didn't wear a latex.
Safe sex is great sex. Better wear latex. Because you don't want that latex that I think I'm latex.
Oh, I'm a dog. I'm a dog.
You said
I'm a
that.
dog. I don't know when I said it or why I said it or what I said.
Wayne.
I said it though.
God damn it. Yes. Yes, you child. You child.
Stop it. Do you have get some help?
Stop it.
Do you have some
Get some help.
layovers today? Or are you just doing like historic shit? I love it though.
Wait, I got another penis one, man.
Oh, keep it coming.
Let me. Hey, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
It reminds me of that scene. What movie is it? I'm gonna pop a piece off of my dick.
My dick.
My
Just gonna
dick.
Get that dick. That's Paul Rudd.
Do you like my erection selection?
You like my erection selection? What do you think, Eva? Yeah? You gonna take it? You gonna take that dick? You gonna take that dick, huh? I'm gonna pop off a piece of my dick. Oh yeah, I'm fixing to fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna get it all up in your vag. Get it up in your vag with my dick. With my dick. Gonna put it in with my dick. I'm gonna put my dick in I'm gonna put my dick in. What's up, man? You all right?
Fucking love Paul Rudd. Anyways, next penis item.
He's a American icon,
I love him, dude.
an absolute treasure. I love the Between Two Ferns interview with him. I don't know if you've seen, like, I watch like the bloopers of these things. And like, what advice do you have for other actors who want to hide their Jewishness as well as you have? It fucking gets me every time.
That's great.
It's so fucking funny.
That is great.
So one more penis thing. Okay, in the 1970s, archaeologists in Bulgaria stumbled upon a vast copper-aged necropolis from the 5th millennium BC. So that's like a tomb, basically, right? And again, pictures to come, or pictures to the side while I talk about this, because it'll be somewhere on the screen or something.
To come.
Yeah.
Very curious use of words there, Teddy.
Containing the oldest golden artifacts ever discovered near the city of Varna. And again, this is in Bulgaria. Varna culture that emerged on the shores of lakes near the Black Sea some 7,000 years ago. This grave is also known as the grave of the golden penis. Okay, because the mysterious. The skeleton's still in there. The mysterious pure gold covering around where the penis would have been. There's just like a gold cup where the schlong would have laid.
I love gold.
Gold. So
isn't that weird?
There's like a bunch of like, he's like holding like a golden rod, and there's like a bunch of like gold like beads everywhere, and then there's just like, you could just see it like where his schlong would have been.
Giant
it's just like
gold
a fucking
dong.
it's just like it's like a covering for it, and they're like, I don't know. I don't know. This dude had such good dick game that when they buried him, they went, this guy needs a trophy or something. I don't know.
I'm telling you. Maybe it was the largest of its time. Maybe he was a
could have been a prize pig.
Maybe he was a
Put a
gold
blue
dick
ribbon on him.
pioneer. You know what I mean?
Put a blue ribbon on him.
That's what I'm saying.
Take that the pig to the market, man. You know what I'm saying? It's blue ribbon right there. Cheers to that guy and his gold schlong.
That reminds me of Shane Gillis's skit about ex-boyfriends. Have you heard that one?
Say it to me.
Okay, so, and I'm not going to do it nearly as good as him, but credit to Shane Gillis. He's fucking hilarious. He was talking about his girl's ex-boyfriend, who was a Navy SEAL.
Oh, yeah, I heard the same.
And he's like, you know what? I thought black guys was the worst. He's like, my dick isn't feared. I wish I had a dick that was feared by, different cultures around the world. No, a Navy SEAL, bro. Can you fucking imagine?
Yes.
I love Shane Gillis, though.
So, medieval castles, right? A lot of them had winding staircases that would go up to the next levels, right? It wouldn't just be a straight shot. It would be a winding staircase. And do you know why that is?
No.
So when it came to like the siege of a castle and your defenses, if you think about a winding staircase, right? It generally winds clockwise, yes?
Yes.
So if you're the attacker, you're going up, right?
Yes.
And if you're the defender, you're coming down. And most people are which-handed?
Right-handed.
So if you're going up and you're trying to swing a sword with your right hand, what's on your right side then while you're going up the stairs?
Well, it's a wall.
It's a wall, so you can't swing. But if you're the defender coming down the stairs,
I never
what's
put
on
that
your
much
right
thought
side?
into that kind of shit, but that's fucking awesome.
It's genius.
That is fucking cool.
It's genius. So all the person coming up can do is defend, while the person coming down can defend and whack over, right? While the other person's like stuck trying to swing. It's smart as hell. Pictures here. But yeah.
That reminds me of that story for the chapel. And I know you just sent this to me, I think, or I sent it to you. I can't remember. Another podcast did this, and I'm not trying to steal content, but it's.
Oh, I did. I did send.
You sent me that. I saw that before as well. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I sent that to you today. Actually,
they did a great job at telling that story. I'm not going to go into it.
I love that podcast.
You know what? Do me a favor, Teddy. see if you can attach like an image to the long form, kind of giving them like a shout out or whatever, so people can go watch it because that'd be fucking sick. It was a great story. Do you have any more penis related information for us? Because I'm literally on the edge of my seat here.
No more penis.
No more dick. Have you seen that one?
Unless you beg for it, like the good little boy that you are.
I said, hold up, wait a minute.
Give it to me. Have you seen that TikTok? No more dick.
No, I haven't.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Please find it and send it to me.
I will.
And we'll put it in here.
So, completely different topic of discussion here, guys. Not penis related. Did you know on
August? All penis related. If you think about
it, that's factual. There's a penis everywhere. Anyways, I can go many different directions with that. But anyways, back in August, did you hear about the open? I'm sorry, it wasn't open heart surgery. It was a surgeon from London was remotely performing surgery on a banana in California. Did you hear about that?
No.
Using 5G technology from London.
5G technology? They're spreading COVID.
The 5G.
The 5G towers are spreading the COVID. What is happening?
We need to do an episode on conspiracy theories. 100%.
We can start doing one on like ridiculous conspiracy theories.
Teddy,
JFK's back.
I'm gonna come back to the surgery thing because it's fucking impressive. But guys, October 29th is a Monday. It's gonna be our first live stream for the podcast over on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/2pilots1cockpit. I think we should do a Halloween special.
You changed your URL?
Yeah. 2 pilots, 1 cockpit.
Good.
Good. So I think we should do a conspiracy theory Halloween spooky costume thing. Conspiracy theory episodes. I think we're gonna do that.
So, do you do family Halloween stuff at all?
Yes and no. So, being in a general construction field, I typically have missed a lot of stuff because of my weird working hours and working late into the day.
You and me both, sweetheart.
But typically we let the kids all meet up with their cousins and do costume and family fun shit.
So we have my niece's birthday is like the week before Halloween or like a few days before Halloween. So she always has a party and she's the weird goth girl, but in a good way, but also really scary because she's only 6.
Oh, that's right.
But she like talks about like death and stuff all the time. She has shivs just hidden around the house, like homemade.
That's wild.
But they're plastic knives. But
that's a red flag, right?
Yeah, she always talks about death. She loves the show Wednesday. Like this has been forever. It's not just like a one-off thing. This has been going on forever. So they live in the very rich part of town, which is about an hour from here.
Okay.
So they do a party there. And then all the kids go get all the good candy, which means I get the good candy.
Yep. Because that's A, dad tax. B, you have to go through your kids' candy to make sure there's not any drugs and needles in them, right?
My dad used to wear a pin that said I eat my kids' Halloween candy, like for my entire childhood. And it was in our junk drawer. I remember this vividly. It was an orange pin with black writing. He would wear it all the time during Halloween. And it was just sitting in our junk drawer. And every year he'd just reach in, grab it, put it on.
That's a man.
Don't know why.
Prepared. Why not?
But so then
he obviously wanted a fucking pin for it. You know? That's that.
So
I proudly eat my kids' candy. Fuck it, I don't care.
100%. So we live in a really cool, like, when you think about like small town America and like hometown stuff and like fall festivals and everything, that's where I live. That's the type of area I live. We have a fall Halloween parade and all the businesses get involved in everything. And so all the businesses throw out candy. So we get like a giant sack full of candy from that too. But then I live on the main road in like the nicer area here. Mm-hmm. And it's just hundreds and hundreds of kids. There's like lines of cars going down.
That's fucking
like
cool though.
Back to back, but like people are pulling trailers full of kids
That's awesome.
to like each house and stuff.
The
We have
problem-
at the end. Listen, motherfucker.
Okay,
At the
sorry,
end
jeez.
of this road is a house that has that 14-foot skeleton, right? But they
Yes.
leave it up all year long with other skeletons.
Am I allowed to
and they're
respond?
no, and they dress them. They dress them for each holiday,
That's fucking cool.
and then they have a full blown haunted house that they start setting up. They started setting it up mid-September. That's how long it takes to set up. Which you have to go through and get scared the fuck out of. They give out whole ass candy bars at the end of it.
They're
Then
doing
you
it
can
right.
go on to a separate part and answer riddles that they have set up. They hire people to come in and do this. You have to answer riddles. If you get those riddles right, you get more candy and stuff. Bro, it's the most legit setup I've ever seen in such a random place.
That's
But
awesome.
my thing is, like, we blow through candy. Like, I had to go to Ollie's. Shout out
Oh, a sponsor of ours.
Shout out to Ollie's Bargain Outlet. They had like it was like 400-piece bags of candy for like $7. So I
Teddy,
got
where
like
the
5
fuck
of them.
is my care package, bro? We talked about that 5 episodes ago.
My care package for you is in my pants.
Yes, Daddy.
So I have so much candy here, and then we end up going through all the candy that we get from that parade too, and put it back in the thing. We only keep like a little bit. Till we don't keep a lot of candy here. Till he gets to pick out like 20 pieces, and we put them in a jar, and she can like have like 1 piece a day or whatever. And then Kate and I will pick out like a handful of things, and then everything else goes out there. And by the time I've walked up and down these streets, it's gone. But we put out like a whole thing. Like we do like a chili bar.
Gone.
It's gone. There's a guy that walks up and down and hands out shots to the parents, like
That's
shot
fucking cool.
bottles.
Let's go.
I'm gonna do a haunted sangria this year, like a tub of it where they can like get like disposable cups. And we do like a chili bar, and then we try to do me, Tilly, and Kate. We do a like a family costume. So 2 years ago, I think so. 2 years ago, I was Olaf. I had an Olaf onesie. My wife was Elsa. She had like a blue onesie, but my wife's blonde, so she liked her hair like that. And Tilly was Anna, so she loves Anna. So she dressed up. She got her Anna costume. Last year,
That's cute.
I don't remember what the fuck we did last year, but this year she's obsessed with Zombies, the Disney series. I don't know if your kids watch that at all.
They don't, but we
So,
were talking
yeah.
about it. I
Yeah.
looked it up.
So yeah, Zombies 1, 2, and 3. My kid's gonna be the main cheerleader girl. I'm gonna be a zombie. I'm gonna get my beard green and like what little hair I have green on the top of my head and dress like a zombie. My wife will be a werewolf. We like to have the one holiday because every other holiday is either at my brother's house or my parents' house.
I dig it.
And
dude.
this, they
I
can
dig
come
it.
over here. That we put a little bonfire out and stuff. It's fun.
My older brother used to throw Halloween parties quite often until we all had kids and got really, really busy. And my wife and I did the couple's Halloween costumes. And
Yep.
it wasn't necessarily family friendly. I think the first year she was a schoolgirl and I was a sugar daddy type of thing. The second year, we were an old couple. So we just got hammered drunk as old people. It was fucking hilarious. I'll have to show you a video of her because she it was awesome. My favorite though was she wore like a black not yoga pants but like spandex like shorts or
Leggings.
like capris or whatever with a tutu and orange shirt with like a pumpkin jack-o'-lantern on it.
Yeah.
And I was Peter.
Nah. Safe sex is great sex because you don't want to get that I'm latex for not wearing a latex.
Which is how I bagged my wife. I'm just saying, folks. You ever want to get someone out of your league? Get them pregnant.
True. Forever and a half, I had this picture of my parents. Like, because I mean, we're old enough that all of our pictures that when we were kids are all disposable cameras and printed out, and you have like a bunch of these pictures. So I remember I forever, you just reminded me of this, was like the adult Halloween party. Forever it was a picture of my dad and my mom. My dad dressed up as a lady in like a dress and a hat and everything. My mom dressed up like a werewolf in a tuxedo, and me and my brother were really little and we were like hugging them like on like the side posing because they were going out to a party. And I just remember I had that picture for so long. Actually I have to call my mom now. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna get.
I like this. We should
Ma-
make this
Mama
a normal
Teddy.
thing for the podcast here. Calling people.
We'll see if she's up.
while we're recording.
We'll see if
the
she's up.
podcast.
I don't know if she's up. We'll see if she's up. Can you hear that?
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Mom.
Somebody's. Hi. Hold
Hey.
on 1 second.
Okay.
Hi. What's up?
Hey, real quick, I'm doing my podcast right now, so you're gonna be on the podcast. I just have a question for you, okay?
Sure.
Okay, when I was a kid, I remember, you know how we have like all these printed out pictures from when we were young and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so I vividly remember, we're talking about Halloween stuff. There was a picture from you and Dad going to an adult Halloween party where Dad's dressed up in a red dress with a hat and you're dressed up as a werewolf in a tuxedo and me and Bobby are hugging you.
Yeah.
Oop.
Gorilla.
You broke. Say that again, you broke up.
I was a gorilla.
Oh, you were a
And
gorilla.
Dad was in drag. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dad. Ally. Hell yeah. Okay, perfect. He was talking. I'm with Maverick right now. He says hi. We were talking about going to like adult Halloween parties, and it just immediately spiked that memory for me.
It's a good one.
It's a great picture. All right, that's all.
All right. Have a good night.
All right,
Love,
love
you,
you.
Mama Teddy.
Bye. So that
That's
picture
awesome.
does exist. I was not joking.
That's funny.
It's
as hell.
great. If you guys know my dad, so my dad's very much not like, he loves me so much and he's an affectionate person, but he doesn't show it in like a physical way. I always mess with him too, and I'll show you here. We just did our family photo shoot, so that's that's me and my dad. So like I always mess with him. Like he's like, what do you want? You want to come over and do something? I'm like, yeah. Can we cuddle? And he's like, oh, God damn it. So like he's that type of person. So like when I think about my dad doing drag, like it's fucking great because he's very much an inward person. He's not an
Is he like a
all.
manly man, like a man's man type of guy?
No, he in the sense that his hobbies are not having any friends and all he does is watch Sports Center. Yeah. He doesn't go out like axe throwing. He doesn't hunt. He doesn't fish. He doesn't do any of the kind of that stuff. He just loves watching sports. Come to think about it, my dad might be autistic because like his hobbies, he can name you every band, like every classic rock band, every song, every album it came off of. And he can name you like every sports person, like pre-2010.
Okay, well, to be fair, I mean, I'll support, Daddy Teddy no matter what. Maybe
He's
he
the
does
man.
nepotism.
My dad is the shit. I
But
fucking love that dude.
most of the guys who are sports fans can rattle shit off that normal people couldn't. I'm just saying.
It's just like, so like when I quote TV shows and movies and all this stuff,
it's
and I can
fucking
like
nuts.
name you lines from things. It's just like, and that's what I do to Kate, and she's like, God damn it, all the time. And I'm like, yeah, but this is like his autism came in a different like light because it wasn't this stuff back then.
Big spectrum, baby.
That's why it's an autism spectrum disorder, right? It's a spectrum. It's every color of the rainbow. It's all over the place, man. I'm telling you.
We are an
Big Daddy Teddy
friendly podcast.
Yeah. Papa Teddy, Big Daddy Teddy, we call him Big Bob Dad is like his nickname. Big Bob Dad is Big Bob Dad.
I love it.
Or BBD is what we call him, Big Bob Dad. He's just the man.
But
My
did you
kid
say
calls him Pop.
BBD?
BBD, Big Bob Dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
BBD.
Anyways, we're gonna change.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I say, hold up.
Back
Wait a minute.
to the surgery
No.
on a banana.
No, think about it. Just keep thinking about it. Cheers. Cheers to BBD. We love BBD
We
on
love
this
BBD.
podcast. In my family, everybody loves BBD in my family.
Look, if you don't like BBD,
Okay.
get the fuck out of here. That's all. I
Like,
gotta
what's
say.
wrong with you? How
BBD
dare you?
BBD is the
BBD
shit.
is one of the nicest like things you can have in your life.
Facts.
Just, you know what? We're gonna pour one more out. We're gonna say cheers to BBD. And you know what? If there's a BBW out there, cheers to you too. We love all the BBs, especially BBD. Cheers. Love you, Dad.
Okay. So
banana surgery.
Yeah. A surgeon from London remotely performed surgery on a banana that in turn was in California. 5G communication was used to show what modern technology can do. So, how fucking wild is that?
If you need a surgery and there's no surgeon available, but they have like the orthopedic machines.
No, I'm not saying go out
operate.
there and get open heart surgery with from someone who's in London, because that's
I hear you.
That's fucking
What?
dangerous.
I had surgery on my shoulder. I tore my labrum. There was an 80% tear, and there's like 3 wires that hold it together, but it was orthoscopic. I said orthopedic before. Orthoscopic. They're just tubes. They just did 3 tubes on different sides, and it was literally, they went in with like little pinchy things and like fucking did it.
My brother's having shoulder surgery on Monday. He
beat his meat too hard.
A torn rotator cuff, torn bicep.
Too much BBD.
Yeah, too much BBD. And that's factual. That's factual.
Big facts.
Yo, Teddy.
Yeah.
Did you know that when you say the word poop, your mouth is doing the same thing your asshole does while you poop?
Yeah. Hell yeah, it does.
Poop. Poop.
Yep. It puckers, it releases, and then cuts it back off.
Poop face.
One of the worst things in the world, speaking of poop, is when you cut off a poop too soon and you can't get that last like inch of poop out.
Yeah.
And you got to strain.
Bro, have you ever wiped your ass until your ass was just raw and it bled?
Yes. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Yes. And let me explain this. I was just talking to Kate about this. Okay. The best investment we've ever made in our entire lives is buying a bidet. Okay.
I want to get one.
The bidet, it's not expensive.
I know, it's super easy to do too.
It's like $60 or $70, bro. I'm telling you.
The problem is
you go through way less toilet paper.
The problem is the way my house is set up. My kids use our technically master bathroom.
I have one bathroom.
We have 2 bathrooms, but it's a public domain bathroom, right? So everyone in the house uses it. And my kids would just fuck that shit up and get the whole bathroom all wet and soaked.
Install it. Don't tell them what it is.
Fair enough.
They won't know.
Fair enough. Don't even tell them that it's there.
Listen, I'm telling you, and it literally took like 20 minutes to install. It is the greatest thing that I've ever done. My butthole has never been cleaner. I feel such relief because I don't have itchy butt or anything anymore. Sometimes where I'm like, oh, maybe I like didn't get that last wipe good enough or whatever. If you get like that last little bit of poo up there, you can shoot it out.
Can I just say that I admire your strength to talk about itchy assholes?
I don't give a fuck. Listen, to the point where this is the greatest investment I've ever spent. Okay, when we took our trip, I'm not used to not having a bidet at some point in time. So, and I hate flying. We've talked about this before.
Yes, it's very ironic.
I'm white knuckle the whole
right
time.
Now.
I know.
I mean, look at the we're in the cockpit right now, Teddy.
Whoa! So I'm white knuckle the whole time. It's just anxiety. I know that turbulence ain't gonna take down the plane. I get it, but it doesn't matter when a plane shakes and you're 30,000 feet in the air. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's scary.
Okay, it's scary. So I digress. When I fly, I get super anxious, and everybody knows what anxiety poops are like. Not great.
No,
so when we landed in Iceland after a 5-hour flight with turbulence, I had to take a massive shit. I'm not shitting on a plane, I'll tell you that. Because I'm not getting my insides sucked out through that goddamn hole. And B, I don't want to be in the shitter during a fucking turbulence storm.
Look, here's the thing. I can't fit in the bathroom of an airplane. It's way too small for my liking. It's not like I physically can't fit, because I can. I'm very claustrophobic sometimes. And there's nothing smaller or in yes, dude, they're fucking tiny.
Very tiny.
It's worse than a porta shitter. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that. Oh no, and dude, yeah, you're right. I was thinking you were saying the porta potty was worse. No, porta potty's way better than taking shit in an airplane. Anyway, we got to Iceland. I was like, I gotta poop so bad. I go in there.
I gotta poop.
First of all, Iceland, cool place. It's just like there's nothing but rocks. So that's a thing. Their currency is called Kruger, which cool,
Kruger?
whatever. Yeah.
That's weird.
Double check me on that, everybody in the comments, but 90% sure Kruger. So there's stalls at Reykjavik Airport, which is, I think, either the only airport or it's definitely the biggest airport, but it might be the only airport in Iceland because Iceland's very tiny. Their stalls are like fully enclosed, like little rooms, which was great, but they don't have it was censored flush, but they didn't have a button in case you needed to flush it earlier.
No, fuck that.
So you have to like stand up, wait,
or do the lean,
sit back down.
Lean.
Yeah. So I had the nervous poops and the anxiety poops, so I just kept wiping and wiping and wiping. Insert Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec wiping a marker when he poops, like you're wiping a Sharpie. That's what it was, to the point where I destroyed my asshole with the airport toilet paper. Like, I was so uncomfortable.
Which is like one-ply razor blades, by the way.
Yeah,
sure.
So bad. After me being a bidet person now for like almost 2 years, where my butthole gets clean all the time, and then went to that.
Bro, you know what? It's because you're
so bad.
Now. You know, when you wipe all the time, you callus that shit up. Now you're too soft.
I'd use my wife. If anybody is wondering what helps with a situation like that without having to like put creams or anything, or if you have like a rash or any kind of thing like that,
witch hazel
wipes.
Yeah.
My wife carries them. I put it on my butthole. The next day I was right as rain. I felt great. Yeah, witch hazel wipes. You can buy them at like the fucking dollar store.
Fun fact, guys, if you have hemorrhoids, witch hazel.
I would just lick them clean if you had them.
There you go.
I said, hold up. Wait a minute.
Fuck out of here.
Stop it. Get some help.
Do you have some layovers for us today, Ted?
I digress. I got things.
You got things?
In
I have
places.
a couple as well.
Let's see. Oh, there's me kissing my dad on the cheek. Anyway,
we're about an hour in already, too, by the way.
All right, it's all right. We're almost done. All right, so first layover I have is in Portugal. The story is almost a month old, but we took a break, so
yeah,
it is what it is,
folks. A lot of the stuff we're using for this episode we were going to do before he went on his trip,
but
fucking
things
deal
fell
with
apart.
it. Fucking deal with it.
It is what it is. So, just because it's a little late doesn't mean you heard of it. So, locals in a Portuguese village have been left stunned after a river of red wine began flowing through their streets. 2 tanks owned by the Lavera distillery spilled 2.2 million liters of red wine, which is nearly enough to fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool. So, I'll insert the pictures here. It was literally just a river of red wine running down the streets.
2 million liters, bro.
Liters, yeah.
That's a lot of fucking wine.
So that's 1.1 million 2 liters of Mountain Dew.
I'd be swimming in that shit.
Just like laying on the ground.
I would lap that shit up like a fucking dog.
No, man, you know how much like there's like piss and stuff is on the streets and bird shit.
The alcohol will kill the germs.
It's fine. Anyway, so that's one of my layovers. If you have one,
that's fucking nuts, bro.
Feel free.
I don't know if I could top that, but I'm gonna try. Our first layover is it's in the Atlantic Ocean. We're fucking taking this bitch down into the water. Okay.
Oh God.
September 7th. The Coast Guard arrests a man trying to run a giant hamster wheel across the Atlantic Ocean.
Wait, the hamster wheel.
Yeah, dude.
Of course it's a Florida guy.
Try as he might, I'm going to fuck this name up. Reza Baluchi can't reach his destination without running afoul of the U.S. Coast Guard. The key problem in his vessel, a giant floating hamster wheel made of buoys and wire, and self-propelled by Bellucci running inside. First off, if you think you have enough fucking energy and stamina to make it across the fucking ocean, wow.
More power to you.
Yes, right? Bellucci lives in Florida, like Teddy said, after being granted asylum from Iran, was taken in by the Coast Guard last week aboard his vessel, following several days of back and forth with authorities. According to a criminal complaint filed in the U.S. District Court in South Florida, the Coast Guard cutter Valiant came across Bellucci and his homemade vessel about 70 nautical miles east of Tybee Island, Georgia. Wait, GA, is that Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay, good. On August 26th, as the Coast Guard was preparing for Hurricane Franklin. This dude made it 70 plus nautical miles, bro.
To my knowledge, if I read correctly, this is not the first time he's tried to do this.
Are you serious?
If I recall correctly. He's
First
tried
off,
several other times.
First of all,
Let him.
he's going to die.
Just let him.
Either he's going to die or he's going to be
He
washed
wants
back
to
ashore.
do it. It doesn't hurt anybody. Right? It's not affect. If he's made this choice.
That's fucking wild. I don't know if I can
Let him.
consciously let someone be stupid like that, though. You know, that had to have been something to do with it.
People are consciously stupid every goddamn day.
Is there any laws being broken?
Probably like specifically what type of vessel you're putting in the water.
That or
like it's
in
not
regards
like
to traveling out of the country. Whether you go by
mean, you
plane
can-
or ship, you still need a passport, right? Does he have a passport?
If you are going to a different country, you need a passport. If you just go out into international waters and come back, you don't.
Right, but he's trying to cross the Atlantic in a fucking hamster wheel.
Nothing said he was coming back.
That's true. That's true. Fair enough, Teddy. Fair enough. You win
Fair
this-
enough.
You win this round.
Fair enough.
I'm a little lost.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Fuck, dude.
All right, next labor is going to take us to Massachusetts. Okay?
Okay.
And everybody's heard this story by now, but we're going to talk about it anyway. The one chip challenge. 14-year-old boy dies after doing the Packy's one chip challenge.
Are you fucking
Now-
serious, dude?
You didn't hear about this?
No.
14-year-old kid died after doing the Packy's one chip challenge, which caused the company, I think it's pronounced Packy's, right?
Packy.
Yeah, P-A-Q-U-I. Yeah, Packy. It caused them to take their products off the shelf. Now, that being
Wait,
said,
completely off the shelf?
at least for now,
They
or
had
I don't know if
warnings
it's back
on
on
that
the shelf.
shit.
I know. Remember, this is from a month ago. So
That's
since
wild.
then, I don't know the updates to this. But if you buy a food product labeled the hottest something in the world that comes in a cardboard coffin, that's all on you.
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. That being said, I've
Granted-
tried it.
Granted, this kid is
fucking
14.
horrible.
I get it. I don't know if you're allowed to buy this shit when you're 14. I don't know if you need to be a certain age to buy that stuff. No idea. And yeah, your reasoning abilities aren't there. But when every red flag is up for you to begin with, I'm not stupid, right? I get that. I love spicy food. I don't want my mouth to be on fire. I get that it's funny for some people and shit like that. Know what you're getting into. This guy, are you still above me in this scene?
No, we're side by side now.
Which side are you on?
I'm on the right side of the screen.
This side?
Yes, that side.
This guy over here
This guy.
has done this shit before because you're doing it for views and laughs and whatnot. And you're doing it for channel points and all this
though.
other
It's
stuff.
fucking dumb.
The labels are there for a reason. The warnings are there for a reason. It came in a fucking coffin. Okay?
I'll tell you what,
It's
though.
tragic and it's horrible and it should never have happened. And we all get that. And it doesn't mean that the Packy actually caused him to die or it set something else off
Well, I was
that
going to
caused
ask, does the
him.
article say what caused the death? Did something
the,
happen
The
from
older
eating the
article I have doesn't specify.
chip? Okay.
now it might say this, but again, remember I have all this stuff saved from a month ago.
But
This is
there's
like when it just happened.
Yeah, there's so many things that could happen from that kind of shit. Like you can get a fucking hole in your esophagus and die from that, from eating hot shit. That's possible.
There's a plethora of things that could have happened that actually led to the death of this young man. Not specifically the chip, but the chip could be the underlying cause. Who knows? On the next podcast, will try to remember to give you guys an update about this.
Look, to be honest, okay, I did try the Packy one chip challenge. It was fucking hot. Was it the hottest thing I've ever had? No. Not by a long shot.
That was me.
Hey. What the fuck is that look right now?
That was me being hot for you.
The hottest thing I've ever had was actually the world's hottest chocolate bar. And let me tell you, that was tricky because it was chocolate and very sweet at first.
You know what we need to get you?
No.
What is it called?
I'm not doing any more food challenges. I'm done with that shit.
Shut the fuck up. It's called the Devil's Toe or something like that. And it's like the hottest lollipop in the world. So like with it, like because it's like sugar and everything, it'll like coat like your mouth kind of in that shit. Bro, let's get you to suck on that bad boy.
Okay, I'll make a deal.
If I know anything about how those lips work, if I know anything about how those lips work, it's gonna be great. No, you're gonna make a deal right now, and this is the deal. We're gonna be doing live podcasts. If we get up to like 30 viewers at one podcast, you're doing some kind of hot challenge. I don't give a fuck.
Why is it gotta be a hot challenge? Why is it gotta be me, asshole? Like, what the fuck?
Because you sowed this shit for yourself with your jelly bean challenges, right? What was that called?
Bean Boozled?
Yeah, which I made you eat all the time because I was always in your channel, and I just like was like, here's 4,000 points.
You want to know the worst thing I've ever fucking eaten?
Ass.
When we were doing the fundraiser for it was the Project Go-Kart. Okay, do you know what Project Go-Kart is?
Lay it on me.
It's to fund mobile gaming stations in children's hospitals.
Gotcha. Cool.
Super awesome cause.
We did talk about this at one point, but that was a while ago. That was like a year and a half ago.
But back then, I had a challenge to eat fucking like an assortment of bugs, and then if I got to my goals, I ate a scorpion.
Hell yeah, brother.
That shit is fucking nasty.
There's a country that like
that's not even hot. It was just fucking gross, dude.
Their primary protein is tarantulas.
Yeah. I don't know how people eat bugs, dude. Because
they like roast them and shit, and just because like here's the thing, right? Do you like tripe?
What the fuck is tripe?
Generally it's sheep stomach.
No, I've never had that.
So here's the thing. It's a peasant food from back in the day, or like a poorer person's food from like other countries generally. It was probably eaten here a long time ago, but like it's still in use in a lot of places, especially like places like Italy. When you grow up eating certain things, it becomes accustomed to your palate. Like you just go, okay. So like if you are in a country where you grow up eating tarantulas, it's right? Normal. If that's just a normal fucking thing for you. That's a Tuesday, my guy.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? Like here, I don't know. What's a weird thing that we eat? You can't really think about it, right?
Fucking Red 4.
Do you know what's weird to people in England?
Like all the dyes that we fucking consume.
True.
You know, that's probably why you have fucking autism.
Bro, one of the most standard fucking things in the goddamn world, right? In our world, in America, in the US of A, peanut butter and jelly.
I love peanut butter and
jelly. Do you know where that's such a foreign fucking concept that they can't wrap their heads around it?
Probably England.
England.
Yeah.
England. Another prominent first world country where everybody here has like roots there, basically.
Yeah.
Every white person here has basically roots there. They can't wrap their heads around peanut butter and jelly. But you know what happens?
Racist jokes again. Jesus
Christ. They fucking eat it. You ever watch these things where like English people try American foods?
Yes.
Bro, every person that eats it goes, okay, I get it. I get it. Right? Because it's just a thing. Like they don't grow up eating that shit. So they're like, that's fucking
I want to know
weird.
Though. I want to know if they continue to eat it.
Well, here's the thing. It depends on the country, right? Because I know for a fact that like Ireland, England, like the UK and Ireland, because Ireland's not in the UK. Northern Ireland is. Don't get it twisted, motherfuckers. Specifically those countries, and I'm pretty sure throughout Europe in general, peanut butter is a delicacy.
Really?
It is not readily available. It's very expensive.
Oh God, we got
so
that
like
shit
we're
by
a
the
jar
gallon here.
exactly, but we have peanut farms here. They don't. They have more cattle-based stuff there.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, we get like a fucking big old jar of peanut butter for like, what is it, like $2.50, $3?
Yeah, it's pretty.
If you go to like Aldi or somewhere,
pretty fucking cheap.
like a jar of peanut butter like this over there is like $10.
Yeah, it's probably pretty expensive.
So like while I get it that it's like expensive is relative, right? You're saying like $10 for this, yeah, you can make like 20 sandwiches out of it. I get it, but like $10 for this versus like $1.50 here, in like terms of that shit, where like peanut butter is like a staple food for like poor people and like government assistance people, versus like, oh shit, maybe I'll try peanut butter because I have an extra 10 on me.
Yeah.
In a different country. Like,
no, I get it. That's wild though.
Tarantulas and peanut butter, my guy. Tarantulas and peanut butter.
I was starting to wonder how we got here, then you brought it full circle.
It's all cylindrical or circular.
So look, back when I was doing those challenges for the bugs and scorpion, it got so fucking bad that I actually cut a deal with the person who actually wrote it into existence for that fundraiser. I cut a deal to make a giant fucking smoothie, right?
That was your mistake.
The whole fucking thing was I was supposed to dip these bugs in Steve-O's burning asshole hot sauce or something like that. I have it back on the shelf somewhere.
Yep.
It was so fucking horrible. They said, okay, you can make it into a smoothie and like mix it with like yogurt or something and ice. I'm like, fucking deal, something to cover it up. They said, but I'm like, great. You have to mix it with your jelly beans and that hot sauce. And just to get it all fucking over and done with, I did it. And it was the worst thing I've ever fucking eaten in my life. Ever.
Well, you're mixing vomit flavor and earwax flavor and dead fish flavor things with bugs. So
like legit bugs. Dehydrated fucking bugs, dude.
Gross.
No. I probably have the clips of it somewhere. I'll have to find it so we can post them on the podcast.
Clip it!
It was so fucking horrible. I made a lot of questionable decisions when I was streaming. Anyways, I digress. I don't want to talk about this
streaming.
Yeah, like streaming. Why are we streaming again?
Who knows? Because we miss the interaction with like people like E and Dill and like the plethora of other people
there's so many other people that
those are just the two that pop into my mind because they're always there.
Yep.
But there's so many people that we miss just the general interaction. Because even when I stopped streaming and you were streaming all the time, I was still playing with you all the time.
Yeah.
So I had your thing. I was basically like side streaming, like backseat driving. I was backseat streaming because I was answering questions in your chat for you from people that were writing, and I'm not even fucking sure. I'm just playing the fucking game, and I'm like, yeah, Dill, yeah, I agree with that. Fuck yourself, blah blah blah, and just keep going. You're like, what? And I'm like, read your chat, bro.
Yeah.
I miss that stuff. I miss the interaction with the people, and I miss like that aspect of it, and I do for myself too. When I was doing it, I miss that. I don't miss the grind. I don't miss the commitment. I don't like the negatives so outweigh the positives of it that it just like, this is why we're doing this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we want to be involved.
Well,
but we don't want to do the 4 or 5 days a week
and look,
not seeing our families.
Here's the thing. I am 100% for this podcast because it's not gaming related. Dude,
it was supposed to be.
It was supposed to be, but we've gone in a different direction.
We did. We said, you know what?
That.
We don't need to do gaming. We're in every man podcast. Every man and woman. We're the everybody podcast.
The everybody podcast.
Cheers.
Cheers to that for sure, dude.
Pour another one. Speaking of podcasts for everybody, and I've said this on this podcast, on our podcast before, the last podcast on the left and the last podcast network, by far and large, the greatest podcast to ever exist. So amazing. They've been around for the better part of 10 years, like before mainstream podcasts took off. Sadly, recently, one of their guys is no longer associated with them. So they had their three major guys. They have a bunch of podcasts within the Last Podcast Network.
Yeah.
But Last Podcast on the Left is what started it. And it's true crime, occult, alien, conspiracy theory type podcast. So you have Ben Kissel, Marcus Parks, and Henry Zebrowski. You guys might know Henry Zebrowski. He's been in a few films like Wolf of Wall Street and a few other ones. Guys don't know the other two.
Cool.
Yes. I'll insert a picture of Henry Zebrowski here.
Tell me now what character he played. Do you know?
He was the ginger. He was not one of the main characters in Wolf of Wall Street. He worked with Leo DiCaprio in like the stock trading room. He was the ginger guy.
He's not the one that said, "I'll personally give you a blowjob and I'd be happy to" type of thing. Because that guy was a ginger in that movie. That'd be fucking hilarious.
There you go. It probably was him.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Pull it up right now. Pull it up on Google. Type in Henry Zebrowski, Wolf of Wall Street. Anyway.
Yes. How do you spell his last name?
It'll come up like Zebrowski, probably. Find it.
Yeah, I think that was him.
He doesn't right now. He doesn't. He lost a lot of weight. Doesn't look like he did then.
No, that's not him in Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
An American actor, podcast host for his work on Adult Swim. Pretty Faces Going to Hell, NBC series Heroes Reborn, and the podcast on the left, the last podcast on the left. He also
he wasn't Heroes Reborn with Hayden Panettiere. He is in your Pretty Faces Going to Hell. Great like sketch comedy group.
That's awesome. That's fucking
cool. It turns out the other week, or probably like about a month ago at this point, they released a statement that said that Ben Kissel, who is going to... There's been a lot of talks about how heavy he drinks and stuff, that he's going to rehab and like mental health stuff and everything. He's taking a break from Last Podcast, and then it came out the other day. They're like, he's no longer associated with Last Podcast on the Left. And then to find out that now there's accusations that he like... assaulted his girlfriend and stuff and all this shit. So it's like it's a really dark turn. But that being said, they added another guy who's associated within that group of friends, Ed Larson, and he's hilarious. So you can kind of see where when Ben started, his humor was like top notch, great stuff. Yeah. He was the guy who didn't do any of the research and would react to everything that happened, where the other two did the research and would talk about it. And then you just see like about year 6, it starts to go like this with him. Like he's a little bit less funny, a little bit less talkative. And then over the past few years, it's just been like, he just kind of seemed like a shell of himself. So it definitely had something to do with like I'm assuming I work in the rehab industry with alcohol and drugs. It seemed like, from my perspective and what they've been talking about, that alcohol had a big factor in it.
Probably a direct related thing to that kind of shit.
And it sucks that it had to be the way it is, and obviously we all hope the best for him, but like, goddamn, I don't know why we even started talking about this shit.
Well, we
I don't know.
You're supposed to take it full circle here, Teddy. I'll connect.
I did, but I'm
ready for this.
Please do.
We said we were going to be streaming the podcast.
Oh, it's an everyman podcast.
Everyman podcast,
like Last Podcast. Anyway, so again, I don't condone if that happened. I don't condone it, obviously, but I still sing the praises and will forever till the end of time talk about Last Podcast on the Left, because it is the greatest podcast to ever exist. Anyway. It's an everyman podcast, just like this. Continue.
I have one more layover for the episode.
Do it.
And this is fucking
lay me
wild.
over.
Okay. We're going back to Florida, folks, because the best shit happens in Florida. I'm going to paint you a picture, Teddy.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of waterways in Florida. A lot of alligators. Okay?
What?
Yeah, I know.
There is?
What would you fucking do if you came across an alligator with a fucking torso in its mouth?
Let me tell you, I've come across a lot of alligators in my life because I grew up in Florida.
Yes.
And just so if you guys are out there and you don't know this, Florida is connected. Every waterway is connected.
Yes. We
So
actually
there
talked
are-
about this on I think the last episode.
Probably. If you're newer and we didn't talk about this to you, you can go back and watch that, or you can just listen here. Waterways in Florida are connected. There is a possibility to be alligators. Ooh, out of focus. There you go. There's a possibility to be alligators anywhere. There's been alligators in the community pool that I had, and my community only had like 60 houses in it. There was alligators in the community pool multiple times, alligators in the community lake, which sat right in the middle of the community all the time, water moccasins, cottonmouths, the whole shebang. Alligators in Florida, just like iguanas, banana spiders, which are as big as your hand, like massive fucking orb weavers. It's all regular.
Yeah.
There's iguanas during the wintertime. If it gets cold enough, they just fall out of the trees because they're cold-blooded animals, and if they can't move, they just like freeze basically and fall out of the trees.
Basically, alligators in Florida are like squirrels in the Midwest. You know, they're just fucking everywhere. Not literally fucking, but they're everywhere.
As a person who grew up with alligators, if I saw a torso or a limb or some kind of human body part in an alligator's mouth, I'd be like, not surprised. 911, this is what's happening.
I'd probably throw up.
That's the thing, you didn't grow up with them. Bro, I've seen an alligator take a dog into the water. Like, it's an average thing that happens. Okay. I've seen alligators like chase iguanas and shit. I'm the wrong person to ask because I wouldn't be surprised by this. I would just be like, 911, alligator's got a person. But your average person would be like, holy shit.
I would shit my pants. I went golfing in Texas, down by the Gulf, and it was the very first time in my life I saw an alligator in person. And there was one sitting on a hole of the golf course we went to. And the regulars are like, oh, just go up there and hit your ball. It's not going to fucking do anything. No fucking way I'm doing that. I'm not getting close to that motherfucker. I'm not getting close to it. I am a fat man from the Midwest. You think I'm going to outrun an alligator? No fucking way, dude. They are
Alligators are good. Let me tell you. Okay? Let me tell you something here. My parents, during high school, they used to call me the alligator. Okay?
That's an awesome nickname, first of all.
Let me tell you why. This is when I was playing football. They said, and there's no disagreement here. Okay? I ran a 4.8 40 as a 215-pound lineman in high school. They said you were good for 20 yards. And then after that, you needed to take a nap. And I was like, hey, fair point. I'm not chasing someone down, but let me tell you, those 20 yards, I'm fast as shit. But after that,
fuck boy.
But after that, count me out. I'm not doing anything else.
Good for 20 yards, kind of like my sex life.
But hey, look, that's my point with you. You're like, I'm not going to outrun it. Probably not. In a 20-yard dash, you're probably not going to.
No, dude.
But once you get to like 40 yards, the alligator's not full sprinting at you anymore. It's done.
True. Yeah.
It's done. And they teach you when you're in Florida as a kid, this is a real thing. When you're in schools and stuff, they teach you how to avoid alligators. Like if it starts chasing you, zigzag patterns.
That's taught in school for real?
Yeah, zigzag patterns.
That's
because
cool.
they can't maneuver like that because they have short little arms. They run straight lines. Zigzag patterns. They can't catch you.
See, in Illinois schools, we have tornado warnings or tornado.
We had those
drills.
too.
Fuck you and your Florida tornado drills.
Hurricanes, tornadoes. Bro, we had it all. Everything but snow is what we had.
Well, we had snow, bitch.
Yeah, I know. There was a summer in high school where we got hit with 3 hurricanes back to back. I was out of school for a month.
Dude. No way.
They paid me to come to school and clean.
Oh, that's cool. Anyways,
awesome.
Back to the layover. Thank you for elaborating on what you would do, which for Teddy is pretty normal.
That's a standard thing.
I would freak the fuck out. September 23rd, a 13-foot, 8.5-inch male alligator was humanely killed and removed from the water, authorities said, after a local resident saw the reptile latching onto a human remains in a Tampa Bay area canal. To elaborate further, Jamarcus Bullard said he witnessed a horrific scene in a canal in unincorporated Largo before reporting the sighting to authorities on Friday. When the scene turned gruesome, Bullard hit record on his phone. I threw a rock at the gator just to see if it was really a gator, and like it pulled the body like it was holding on to the lower part of the torso and pulled it under the water. The 13-foot, 8.5-inch male alligator was humanely killed.
It's a big alligator.
Yeah, that's fucking huge. I want to know what humanely means, because
probably they just like, so we had these things called, we used to go alligator hunting. It's a very standard thing. You have something called a boomstick.
A shotgun?
Okay. Shotgun shell. Slug. Okay. Big stick. Right?
Hold on. So before you go any further, I've watched a couple of things on this. Pretty much, there's only one area on an alligator that you can hit for a lethal shot, and that's right between its eyes.
Basically.
Yeah. So ahead.
Alligators are pretty dumb. Right. Alligators are pretty dumb. Okay, they're predators, but they're like ambush predators. So like they just wait and they lurk and stuff. But if you're in a boat, like in a canal, they'll swim up to you. They're not going to really jump in your boat. 99% of the time, they're not going to like try to jump in your boat. They just like swim up to you. Mm-hmm. So they swim up to you with this long pole, and on the front of it is a slug, like a shotgun slug, and you just whack them like that in the front of their head, and then it shoots the slug into their brain, kills them instantly. They float. You pull them onto the boat.
Collect the money for the skin.
So that would be how you humanely kill an alligator, because it's instant. Like there's nothing to it.
To go even further, the alligator was humanely killed. The sheriff's office has identified the deceased person as 41-year-old Sabrina Peckham. The manner and cause of death is pending, and the investigation is ongoing, officials said in an update on Saturday. I think that's fucking wild. Hi, puppy.
This is Bo.
Hi, Bo.
He's an asshole.
What's up, asshole?
He loves to shit in the house. Don't you? Yeah. He'll eat, and then like he'll try to like run away from his bowl and like find a place to poop. Say hi. Look up here. Look over here. No, up here. Up here. You want to go down? I'll let you down.
So the investigation is ongoing, and the cause of death has not yet been confirmed. I'm willing to guess the cause of death is an attack by an alligator. You know what I mean?
I don't know. So, yeah, it could have been easily as, like, there's a jogging path somewhere near that they went down and an alligator got. It could also be, it's an easy way to murder somebody.
Well, the problem is, and I've read a lot of stories about alligator attacks in Florida and other places, the unfortunate part of it, people try to save their animals, and that's when they get harmed or killed in the process. In fact, linked to the same story, they're talking about increasing alligator attacks, and the 85-year-old woman was killed by an alligator while trying to save her dog.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
It's unfortunate. Those alligators,
especially little dogs,
they'll get you.
They'll get you. All right, so real quick, I'm just gonna rattle off 3 things here.
Okay.
So we're gonna continue on layovers. I got 2 layovers and then 1 fun fact.
I like it.
So Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. Okay. It is on the tip of an underwater mountain.
Just the tip.
Okay. Just the tip. The underwater mountain is about 30,000 feet deep, which is roughly the size of Mount Everest. So Puerto Rico sits basically on the top of Mount Everest.
But the rest of it's underwater.
All of it's underwater except the tip of it.
Puerto Rico.
That's a big old underwater mountain.
That is a big old underwater mountain.
So, not just like a little island thing. Massive.
You know, that actually kind of correlates with the iceberg theory. Have you ever heard of the iceberg theory?
Please lay it on me.
Yeah, the theory is something along the lines of what you see of an iceberg is only 10% of its size.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild, first of all. And did you know that if you were to take ice... I'm going to feel like Neil deGrasse Tyson right now because I fucking love that guy. Super awesome. If you take a glass of water and you put a big ol' ice cube in it, okay? It will, and you allow the ice to melt, it'll actually appear as less full when the ice is melted because it takes up less space as water than it did an ice cube. Crazy,
True.
right?
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
All right, enough with your shenanigans.
Sorry.
One more layover.
You make it sound so cool when you do your interesting facts and shit because of the autism.
I'm a cool guy. So we're going to be going to the island of St. Helena. And if you guys don't know where St. Helena is, you're not the only one. It is basically halfway between the easternmost tip of Brazil and like it's halfway between that and then like the inland part of like Africa. So like the coast of like Angola. So like the westernmost part of Africa would like go over, but it's like north of that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'll insert a picture here. But it's in the middle of like the Atlantic Ocean. They have a set of stairs, it's called Jacob's Ladder. It is one of the longest, steepest stairways in the world. Okay, and I want you guys in the comments. Would you try to climb these staircases?
I'm gonna tell you right now,
scary as shit.
Teddy,
it's scary as shit.
You know
I want you to pull this up. Pull this up right now.
You know how I feel about stairs. I'm going to say no right now.
Jacob's Ladder, St. Helena, Helena. Okay?
I'm sure if I just listen, Jacob's Ladder.
Well, no, that's going to bring up like carnival stuff.
A movie. St. Helena?
St. Helena, Helena.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Fuck that, bro.
Yeah, exactly. This shit is so fucking wild and steep. Like, on the surface, you're like, oh, okay, maybe. And then, bro, I'm telling you, you get up there, I'm okay. I'm good. Why would you do that?
No.
Nope.
Why would you do that? That's like more than a 45-degree angle.
It's close to a 90-degree angle.
Oh, really?
It's close to a 90-degree angle.
That's fucking wild. No way, dude.
Yep.
Wow, that picture is even better than everything else I've ever seen.
Now, off that shit, because we're going to wrap it up here, folks. Last one is a fun fact. We're not coming up. We are it's October. We're in pumpkin spice season, you basic bitches. Okay?
Me. That's me.
And let me tell you some shit. Apple cider is better than pumpkin spice. 10 out of 10 times. You can't convince me otherwise.
Teddy, you're out of pocket.
I'm not out of pocket. And we're going to argue about this. But if you're here in the comments, we want your opinions. Apple cider, or pumpkin spice? Apple cider, 10 out of 10 times guaranteed is better than any pumpkin spice.
That's funny, Teddy, because everywhere I fucking go has pumpkin spice flavored everything. You know who has apple whatever?
Who?
Starbucks is the only place that I can think of.
Let me explain to you something, okay? Quality over quantity.
Fuck no.
Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. The worst apple cider is better than the best pumpkin spice. Hands down.
That is so fucking wrong, dude.
Fuck yourself,
but
fuck yourself.
I will say, as a large man, as a large man, I enjoy both. But pumpkin spice is my favorite, and Teddy is fucking wrong.
Fuck pumpkin spice. Apple cider from now until the end of time.
Look here, settle it right now, everyone. Are you team Teddy for apple or team Matt for pumpkin?
Have you ever had an apple cider donut?
Yeah. Have you ever had a pumpkin spice donut?
A pumpkin spice donut? Who the fuck wants that?
Everyone, bro.
Nobody.
This is absurd.
Nobody.
This is not good to end
Absolutely
the podcast on such a bad note here.
An apple cider donut is the best donut to exist.
It's good. I am not going to knock you for that. You're right.
Second best donut to exist. Are you ready for this shit? This is going to blow your fucking mind. The second best donut to exist outside of the realm of Krispy Kreme. I'm talking like a donut you can get at any donut place. Because Krispy Kremes are very specific.
Time out. Krispy Kreme is way overrated, bro.
Go fuck yourself. Krispy
No.
Kreme is delicious.
Fuck that.
Nobody can mimic that glaze. I don't care who you are. There's
I'll mimic that
something
fucking glaze, bitch.
I bet you will. Mimic it on my fucking face. Listen, the glaze at Krispy Kreme is so good. Their donuts,
It is
light and
good.
airy. It is
But-
perfection of a donut. Now,
Overrated.
that being said, a glazed donut everywhere is not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like a Krispy Kreme glazed donut versus like your Publix or Kroger or whatever grocery store you have, it's not the same. Okay, but
I
like a
would agree.
Boston cream, generally the same everywhere. Jelly donut, generally the same anywhere.
I agree.
Okay, so
Fair
if we're going,
assessment.
yeah, so if we're going based off like a general donut you can get anywhere, the second best donut, if you can't find an apple cider donut, is a what the fuck, like a cake donut, an old fashioned, no glaze, no nothing. And let me tell you something: if you're a coffee drinker and you like a little bit of like a sweet coffee type thing, you dunk that motherfucker in your coffee, you put that shit in your mouth. There's no way you're having a bad day after that.
Would you nut in it?
Said for like someone sexually assaulting you on the street, there's no way after you dunk an old-fashioned donut in a fucking hazelnut coffee, like gaba fucking ghoul, you know what I'm saying? There's no goddamn way you're having a bad day after you dunk an old-fashioned donut, okay? Suck my dick. I don't fucking care.
Teddy, first off, you have work tomorrow. You need to settle down.
God damn, I do. Let's pour another one.
You're out of
I'm out of
focus. Again.
focus. I'm out of... Whoa!
Oh, I'm almost gone. I just drank through my whole fucking cup here.
What's that like? I'll pour one more quick one. Now, back to what I was saying, because this wasn't even my fun fact.
Jesus Christ. We
Here's the
really
thing,
went off here.
No, but it has to deal with this, okay?
Okay.
It has to deal with this. So, like I said, it's October. All you basic bitches getting your pumpkin spice lattes. Let me explain something to you. A large Dunkin' Donut pumpkin swirl frozen coffee with whipped cream from Dunkin' Donuts is the equivalent, sugar-wise, to eating 17 glazed donuts. For the
Holy
love of
shit.
fucking God, do what's right for your body and don't do this dumb shit, okay?
That's a lot of fucking sugar, bro.
It's so much sugar. You know how much sugar it is? 187 grams of sugar is in a large frozen pumpkin spice latte with whipped cream from Dunkin' Donuts. Don't be that person. It's okay to like coffee. It's not okay to get diabetes because you like coffee. Okay? The average human being right now, most of us are lactose intolerant, okay? Get oat milk. Go fuck yourself. Get oat milk, okay? Get your sugar-free syrup and live your best life. There's no reason to consume a week and a half's worth of donuts.
I have 2 points to make on this,
one
Teddy.
beverage.
I need to cut you off right now, first of all. Okay? I have
Please
2
do,
points.
because I'll keep going with how
Stop
upset
it.
I am on this.
Stop. I have 2
Please
points to
can-
make here. Point
do it.
number 1, okay? I fully appreciate your PSA on the sugar contents of that pumpkin spice drink from Dunkin' Donuts.
It's killing us.
But
Okay?
I would venture to say that if we're talking about the same people who are ordering a beverage from Dunkin' fucking Donuts, they probably don't give a fuck about the sugar content.
Listen, I'm not in disagreement with you on this, okay?
just saying.
But I know most of these people that order like these really large coffees and like frozen drinks and stuff, most of the time they're like college age kids, right? Who aren't eating breakfast or lunch because it's
That's-
inconvenient and you're
that's
drinking this giant fucking coffee. Don't do it. Eat an apple. Fuck me, right? You don't need a large coffee. Let's get that out the way right now. In one setting, you don't need a large coffee. You maybe at most, okay, let's think about this logically, okay? A cup is 8 ounces, okay? So a cup of coffee has roughly like it's something around like 125 grams of caffeine. You maybe need 2 cups of coffee. That's 16 ounces of coffee, okay? 16 ounces can't even fit in this. If it does, it's right over the top. And if you're getting an iced coffee, you put it in a 32-ounce glass with a lot of ice. You don't need a large goddamn coffee. if you're gonna put all that sugar in it. For the love of God, stop fucking doing that shit. You're gonna die. 187 grams of sugar.
Teddy, are you done?
17 glazed donuts.
I have a second point to make here.
Oh my God.
Can I touch base on my second point here?
Elaborate.
Thank you for doing that right there, guys. Teddy, I want to know, when you get heated, why do you take on a fucking accent?
Because, man, I grew up Italian. This is how everybody in my goddamn family yelled at each other. Hands were flying. Nobody was safe. And I swear, my family's from Pittston, Pennsylvania. If you don't know what it is, we say things like yins, use guys, did you eat? Instead of did you eat, it's jeet, G-E-E-T. Okay? You don't know. Okay? It's this weird slang dialect of a dying coal mining area, but when I get heated, it's all my family coming out.
Do you know what that reminds me of? It's like a Chicagoan fucked someone from Minnesota. You know what I'm saying?
It's a weird accent. Don't get me wrong.
It's a very weird mixture of everything around me, and I'm not quite used to it.
Listen, if you go to get a sandwich at a like
and
Subway,
now it's gone.
Right? Because I'm not heated anymore. If you go to get a sandwich at Subway, right? What's that sandwich called? You get a foot long what?
You get a foot long sub.
It's a hoagie.
No, it's fucking not.
That's the thing. These are different, right?
What, you're gonna say it's a poor boy? Get the fuck out of here.
A po' boy is different. A po' boy is like fried shrimp, but you're somewhere else with this. There's subs, heroes, hoagies, and sandwiches.
Did you say hero?
Right? Hero. Yeah.
No.
It depends on where you are.
No. It's Gyro. How do you say it?
No, not gyro.
How do you say it?
This is a different thing.
Really?
It's called a hero. There used to be this place called Blimpies, if you remember when we were younger.
I do remember Blimpies, but I've
never.
So
Blimpies sold heroes.
How do you spell it?
H-E-R-O.
Like a hero. Okay.
Yeah. It's a different thing. It's like you saying sub, me saying hoagie, other people say hero. Just like my wife says, so if I go out and buy shoes, right?
It's like popping soda. I get it.
Exactly. My wife's from Michigan, so she's near where you're from.
Yeah.
I call things sneakers. What do you call them?
Shoes.
Shoes or tennis shoes, right?
Yeah, I don't say tennis shoes.
Yeah.
I think
she says tennis shoes.
I think tennis shoes is more of like a hoity-toity way of saying shoes, but I get you.
No, for me, sneakers, blanket statement. Now, if you were to get a lollipop, what would you call it?
A sucker.
A sucker, you fucking weirdo, like my wife. And I'm like over here, I'm like, no, you're the fucking sucker, you sucker. It's a fucking lollipop. It's got a goddamn name.
A lollipop has a very different... Look, there's a difference between a sucker and a lollipop, though.
Oh, please elaborate, you fucking mouth genius.
A lollipop...
Go ahead.
...is a flat, round sucker.
Oh, no, flat and round can't be two things.
Yes,
it's two separate things. No, one's flat.
Imagine.
Are you talking about like it's a circular flat thing?
No. Listen to me. Okay.
The ones you get at the bank when you drop stuff off when you were a kid.
A sucker.
That's a sucker?
Yes, and I'll let me elaborate, goddammit. Fucking calm down.
Fucking elaborate on
lollipops are a flatter, round. So imagine like a couple silver dollars stacked on top of each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
A sucker is more. I
love that I said your dick and you're like a couple flapjacks stacked on top of each other.
I said a couple silver dollars. You fuckface.
Silver dollars stacked on top of each other. It's
a sucker
great.
is more. You fucking fuck.
Oh my god, continue, please. No.
A sucker is more spherical, like Tootsie Pop.
Oh my god.
Tootsie Roll in the center of the Tootsie
They're
Pop.
all lollipops, you shitbag.
Bro, dude,
there's no reason. They're all the same thing. It's just it's sugar pressed on a stick.
No.
You know?
No. I do have
It's the same as pizza and pie.
Look.
Like if I order a pizza, some people order a pie. You're from Chicago. Is it a pie to you?
No, it's pizza.
But if you were in Chicago, what would
they
it be?
call it pie for sure.
They call it a pie.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
I call it pizza because I don't like Chicago style pizza anyway.
Chicago actually has a great scene. If you go to Chicago, everybody thinks deep dish.
I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not a huge fan of it.
Deep dish is lasagna. We had this conversation already.
I think you're fucking stupid for it.
Deep dish is something you can order maybe once a month, right?
Yes,
if they were me, every other month,
dude,
at
it's
most.
so fucking
It's
filling.
too heavy.
It's way too heavy.
Chicago actually has a great thin crust pizza scene.
They do.
It's next level thin crust pizza.
I mean, if you're like a New York style pizza connoisseur, it's a little thicker than that, but it's fucking delicious.
For me, I know this is fucking hot topic with a lot of people. Neapolitan style pizza, wood fire or coal fire pizza.
I'm not a fan of wood fire.
I love it. You you're cooking it for like maybe 2 minutes. Right? And it has the charred outside. It's got the little flop. I love that. A little chewiness to it. Mm-hmm. I also love crispy thin crust pizza, like a cracker style pizza, something like that. But Neapolitan, oh my God, bro. Give me 3 of them right now. I'll fuck them up live.
We gotta end this before Teddy says he's gonna nut in some pizza.
I'll fuck that. Safe sex is great sex because you don't want to get that I'm latex because you didn't wear latex to the Neapolitan gangbang.
Safe sex is great sex. Better wear latex because you don't want that latex that I think I'm latex.
I'm a dog.
You said that.
I'm a dog. I don't know when I said it or why I said it or what I said.
Wayne.
I said it though.
Bro, I'm gonna get that pizza pregnant, bro.
Listen, motherfucker. If that pizza had a pussy, I'd be nutting all up in the pizza pussy. You know what I'm saying? A Neapolitan pizza pussy, bro. Is that thing?
That was like a tongue twister. That was like a tongue twister, bro.
Yeah, Neapolitan pizza pussy. Listen, if that thing was warm, bro, it's getting the work. It's getting the nut. I'm pulling its hair. I'm biting its neck. I'm dicking it down. You know what I'm saying? Give me all of it right now.
You're gonna give it the business, okay?
I'm giving. It's getting all 3.5 inches of magic right now. Okay, give me it. I want it. I'll treat it right,
folks. Before Teddy
here, I didn't say that. Shh.
Before Teddy has a full-on orgasm over pizza on the podcast here, we're gonna call it a night.
I wouldn't give me one right now, bro. I'll fuck it up live. What's that? Okay, remind me. Okay, not remind me. I'm gonna insert it here. The TikTok guy was like, those little it's got a little caramel thing. If you guys get me one right now, I'll mess it up right here on camera.
I mean, let me tell you something. I don't know what they call that stuff, but that little caramel, man. You gotta stop playing. I mean, if they give me one right now, tear it up live.
I love it, guys. Stay tuned. Episode 8 will be live streamed October 29th. I believe we're going to do 8 or 9 p.m. Central Standard Time because he's an hour ahead of me. We're going to talk about it when we get closer and post on all socials. All socials will be in the link to this video. Thank you, everyone, for the fucking support. We're just here having a good time.
Having a great time.
Having
wonderful
fun.
Time.
And
top
realizing
time.
How fucking nuts Teddy is. That's all right, though. We still love him.
Little gobble, little ghoul. You know what I'm saying? You've gobbled your last ghoul. Think about it.
That'll do it. All right, you guys have a great night.
Everybody, listen. Tray tables up. Seats in your upright positions. Lock your shit. We're coming in for a landing. Thank you for flying. 2 pilots, 1 cockpit. Everybody have a great night. Yada, yada, yada. Gobble your ghoul. Neapolitan style pizza. Don't drink all the sugar. Live your best life. Yeah. Bye.